BBC Radio Ulster, BBC Radio Foyle and BBC Sounds. Tomorrow is May the 4th, so it's Star Wars Day. But did you know it's also World Laughter Day? And there's a laughternoon, a whole afternoon of fun happening at Bangor Drama Club. Led by, we're started already. Led by laughter yoga practitioner and master therapist, master trainer, Tové Kane.
You've got it. You've already understood the concept. It's just free laughter.
So first of all, how do you become a master trainer in laughter yoga?
It's a great question. Laughter yoga is a practice that was created by a medical doctor. It's 30 years in the world. It's in 120 countries now. But essentially, it's about using the therapeutic, cathartic value of laughter to have physical, mental, emotional healing. So I began as in the basic world, then into leader training, then I became a teacher. And there are only a handful of masters in the world. You get invited by the guru himself. He kind of personally chooses who will be a master. And he invited me and said, I think you should bring some laughter to Northern Ireland.
And were you a natural laugher?
I actually had been through quite a big depression. I'd had an incident where I'd had a near-death experience and ended up getting a pacemaker. And the consequence of having the jungle in my chest, every time the pacemaker paced me back up, I got quite depressed about this noisy machine.
Just controlling you.
Yeah, it was so upsetting. And because I also teach mindfulness and meditation, to lower your whole existence into that calming state and then have the pacemaker bringing me back up. So I actually went through quite a turmoil. And then I had another incident where, and this was really a significant turning point, John. It was the passing of my mom. And she was on holiday and everything was great, and then we get a call she's not well. She was in Australia, and we flew out from Northern Ireland, and she died in my arms on Boxing Day. Do you know, you're there for the birth of yourself, but it's not often that you're there for the death of a parent.
Departure of someone else.
The actual holding of them. And I, again, sort of went down into the depths, but I discovered that with laughter yoga, there is this grief laughter that you can do that's really healing.
Grief, the idea of grief laughter seems like two completely separate, untiable together things.
It's a good observation, because most people separate them. They see that if I'm in grief, I can't possibly laugh. But I'm sure we've all had a moment at a funeral where the laughter and the crack emerges, right? And it's great. Or you're in the middle of a really big, deep, profound, sorrowful weep, and there's a snot bubble or something like that. And it's inappropriate, but you just find yourselves laughing. It's a relief. So there are many different ways that we laugh. And, as an actor, you'll know, we have laughter for release, laughter for relief. 3 people come onto stage in a grey suit, one comes in on a yellow suit, and it's like,
yeah.
So there's laughter for contrast. There's laughter for incongruency and things. So there are various different ways, but there has not been, before 30 years ago, there wasn't a thing called laughter yoga, which is about cultivating laughter out of nothing.
That's what I was going to say. They make still the chickens.
Chickens is right, yeah.
And that happens because I teach.
But laughter is response. If somebody tells a funny joke, you laugh.
Yes.
If somebody makes a funny face, you laugh.
Yeah.
It's in response to something. But something like this is strange, isn't it? I
is unusual.
I'm here to laugh, but it seems like, what are you going to do now to make us
Well, that's
laugh?
the great thing. So, first of all, what you're hinting at there is the conditional nature of laughter. In other words, it's related to what your sense of humour says. So laughter yoga is about sidestepping the sense of humour and saying, we don't have to, I'm not going to make everybody laugh now. What we're going to do is laugh together, and it's not me forcing laughter. I help you to connect to your inner laughter, which is always there.
Okay.
And John, when we can get beyond the conditions, it means that we can use the benefits of laughter to help lift our mood, to boost our immunity, to connect with strangers, to feel that we can cope. It brings more oxygen to the body. It is a remarkable thing. We see improvements in diabetes, in cancer. We see that there's a great range of things in the mental space as well as the physical space. The great thing is when we don't have to wait for humor, we can laugh together. Let's do it together. Do you want to try it?
So can we do it here in the studio? And can people do this at home? If someone's listening at home, if they're in their car, obviously drive safely and take reasonable precautions and all that kind of stuff.
I invite everybody to just take a moment and enjoy this moment as you connect to your laughter. It's the inner spirit of your laughter, and it's right under your nose. And it has been all along. So
our entire team is in here now, so nobody mind the shop. If anything goes wrong here, we'll be off the air and somebody, Hugo Duck, may come in and sing a song.
Who's going to twiddle the buttons now?
Don't know. No idea. Where.
Okay, so laughter yoga works on the breath. So we all take an inhale through the nose. Inhale. Hold, and we just laugh it out.
He's joking.
So what you noticed there was the phlegm that comes up, right?
Yeah, that was right.
That's okay.
So
I've been a bit of phlegm.
So the more we laugh, the better. It literally is purging the lungs, and this is how we actually improve our health. Let's take another deep breath. Are you ready? Breathing in. Hold. Let's laugh it out.
Oh, jeez.
So here's what happens, John. If you watch a piece of comedy or something, you laugh and you go, ha ha ha, and it's over.
And it stops.
But with laughter yoga, we can do this for hours.
I have to eat sometimes.
So it's wonderful. What happens is, and we do this with corporates for team building. We do it in care homes. You know, there are a lot of people in care homes who don't have family members, and they live in isolation, right? But when we go in and do some laughter with them, they also begin initially with that cynical, I've got nothing to laugh at, and you know, the body aches that I've got at the moment. But the joy of seeing them laughing and the connection that they feel afterwards, and we do it with kids as well. It stops bullying. It stops all this heaviness, right? So,
and you feel there's something, I don't know, Frankie,
How you feeling?
I feel the blood, something about the blood running through you. I mean, this is like a warm up you would do for a show. I presume.
Absolutely, yeah. And laughter is really good exercise for the diaphragm.
So I'm going to show you a laughter exercise which is enormous fun, and this will be good for you as an actor because this actively brings the diaphragm up. So we imagine all of the stress and strain, the things you're worried about, plans, things to do, all of the worries, scoop them and do this with me as what we're doing is bringing our arms.
So we're reaching and grabbing.
Reaching and grabbing.
Bringing that stuff in, and we're going to
do it. We're going to bring in all the anxiety, bring it in, and then we hold for a moment. Take a deep breath in, bring your lion's paws out and stick your tongue out and laugh.
Oh, I've got a cramp me now.
Are we insured?
So there's one thing that we would do is add in a beautiful positive affirmation which goes like this: very good, yay. We clap and we lift our arms up like a champion. I'll show you. It goes like this: very good, yay. Let's do it together.
Okay.
Breathing in, hold, laugh it out. Very good. Yay!
So this is the kind of carry-on that's going to be happening in Bangor Drama Studio then tomorrow.
That's what's happening tomorrow.
Wow.
John.
Your house tour. I mean, how many times a day do you kind of practice your laughter and what the neighbours think?
I laugh all the time, and the neighbours often are leaning over the fence shaking their heads
She's
like
gone
this.
again.
She's gone, she's away.
So can people just turn up? Can people just rock up and
We'll
see?
be at the Bangor Drama Club, which is Hamilton Road in Bangor. There's plenty of parking all around the village. It's fabulous. And come and experience it. Here's what's important. If we leave our laughter to chance, what are the chances you'll laugh? given the world as it is, right?
Good point.
So what we are saying is, though we have this beautiful light feeling afterwards, it's coming with a deep, sincere, should we say, conviction that if we don't handle our mental and physical well-being, it'll be only getting worse.
Tova, good luck with
Thank
tomorrow
you, John.
afternoon. World Laughter Day tomorrow. Bangor Drama Club. It's going to be a barrel of laughs.
Hey!
I actually just made that up there, right? And there we go again. Thanks to our team who came in and laughed, especially to Zana and Cameron as well. Thanks to Frankie McCaffrey. His show is called Lisdoon Nirvana. Opens next Saturday at the Mac as part of the Cathedral Quarter Arts Festival. And thanks to Tové Kane.
Thank you so much.
That was brilliant. I feel so much better.
Yeah.